The rich don't wake up earlier than you. They don't work harder than you, but they still seem to get richer every single year. So what's the real difference between them and everyone else? What's the secret they're not telling you? Most of us were raised to believe that wealth comes from hard work. You know the drill. Get good grades, go to a good school, get a stable job, and climb the corporate ladder. But if hard work was the only ingredient for success, then every construction worker, every nurse working a double shift, and every single parent juggling 2 jobs would be a millionaire. The truth is, hard work is everywhere, but wealth is not. The real difference, the one that separates the financially free from the financially struggling, isn't in their actions. It's in their thinking. It all starts with how the rich think about money, and it's a world away from what the rest of us are taught. So, let's break down this mindset shift. It starts with one simple question. The average person, when considering a job or a project, asks, how much do I get paid for my time? Their focus is entirely on their income, their salary. They're thinking like a worker. They trade their hours for dollars. Now, the wealthy person asks a completely different question. They ask, what do you own? They aren't thinking about a paycheck. They're thinking about assets. They focus on acquiring things that generate money for them, whether they're actively working or not. Things like businesses, real estate, stocks, intellectual property. This is the fundamental divide. Worker thinking versus owner thinking. A worker's income is capped by the number of hours they can physically work. If they stop working, the money stops coming in. An owner, on the other hand, builds or buys systems that work for them. Their income isn't tied to their personal time. Their assets are like little employees, working around the clock to make the money. Shifting your mindset from how much can you earn to what can you own is the first and the most critical step. It changes the entire game. You stop running on the hamster wheel of trading time for money and start building a machine that runs on its own. It's not about working less. Initially, it's about directing your work toward building ownership instead of just earning a wage. This leads us directly to the next major difference, how they view their effort. Most people operate on a 1-to-1 exchange. 1 hour of work for 1 hour of pay. Their only way to make more money is to work more hours or get a raise. Their effort has no more leverage. The rich, however, obsess over one thing: leverage. Leverage is the magic that allows your effort to be multiplied without you having to multiply your hours. It's the art of achieving more with less. So what does leverage look like? There are a few key types. First, there's the leverage of systems. Think about a business owner who creates a process that runs smoothly whether they're in the office or on a beach. That system is leverage. McDonald's is a prime example. They crocked and flipped the burgers. He built a system that could be replicated thousands of times over. Second, there's the leverage of capital. This is using money to make more money, investing in the stock market, funding a startup, buying a rental property. That's all capital leverage. Your money is doing the heavy lifting for you. And third, there's the leverage of people. This isn't about exploiting anyone. It is about building a team where everyone's specialized skills contribute to a goal that is bigger than what any single person could achieve. By building leverage, the wealthy disconnect their income from their time. Their impact and their earnings can grow exponentially, while the person selling their time can only grow linearly. They're not working harder. They're working smarter by building things that amplify their efforts. Now let's talk about something that paralyzes most people. Risk. The average person's biggest financial fear is losing money. They see risk as a monster to be avoided at all costs. They keep their money in a savings account where it's safe, even though inflation is slowly eating it away. They stick with the stable job they hate because the thought of starting a business and potentially failing is terrifying. This fear keeps them trapped in their comfort zone, which is also a no-growth zone. The rich, on the other hand, have a completely different fear. Their biggest fear isn't losing money. It's missing opportunities. They understand that the greatest risk of all is not taking one. They see risk not as a threat, but as a price of admission for high returns. This doesn't mean they're reckless gamblers. Far from it. They become experts at managing risk. They educate themselves before investing. They diversify their portfolios. They start small and test ideas before going all in. They understand that every great fortune was built on calculated risks. While one person is paralyzed by the fear of losing $100, another is calculating how to turn that 100 into 1,000, understanding that some bets won't pay off, but the ones that do will more than cover the losses. This difference in risk perception is what separates those who grow their wealth from those who just try to protect what little they have. Another key piece of the puzzle is their timeline. Most people are wired for instant gratification. They want the new car now, the fancy vacation now, the latest phone now. They live for the weekend and spend their paycheck as soon as it hits their account. This short-term focus makes it nearly impossible to build real, lasting wealth. You can't build a skyscraper if you're constantly taking bricks from the foundation to build a temporary shelter. The rich play a different game entirely. They add a masters of delayed gratification. They operate on a long-term timeline. They're willing to live below their means today to have true freedom tomorrow. They invest their money and let it compound quietly for years, sometimes decades. They build a business brick by brick, knowing that what looks slow and unglamorous today will become an unstoppable force in the future. Warren Buffett didn't become a billionaire overnight. He started investing as a child and has been letting his wealth compound for over 80 years. This long-term focus allows them to weather market downturns, ignore passing trends, and stay focused on the ultimate prize, while everyone else is chasing quick wins. The rich are quietly building empires. Finally, let's talk about the F word. Failure. For most people, failure is a dead end. It's embarrassing, it's painful, and it's a sign to quit. You try something, it doesn't work, and you retreat back to what's safe and familiar. You conclude that you're just not cut out for it. For the wealthy and the successful, failure is something else entirely. Failure is not a person, it's an event. More importantly, failure is data. When a business idea doesn't work or an investment goes south, they don't see it as a personal failing. They see it as valuable market feedback. It's information telling them what not to do next time. Every mistake, every loss, every setback is a lesson. Instead of quitting, they analyze what went wrong, adjust their strategy, and refine their approach. Thomas Edison famously sighed, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,0 ways that won't work." That is the mindset of a winner. They understand that the path to success is paved with failures. While most people are stuck by the first, second, or third obstacle, they choose those same obstacles as stepping stones. They iterate, they pivot, they persist, because they know that each failure brings them one step closer to success. So, let's bring it all together. Becoming wealthy isn't about having a higher IQ, a better education, or simply working yourself to the bone. It's about a fundamental shift in your thinking. It's about adopting the mindset of an owner, not a worker. It's about building leverage instead of just selling your time. It's about learning to manage risk instead of avoiding it. It's about focusing on the long-term prize instead of short-term pleasure. And it's about treating failure as a teacher, not a final verdict. These aren't secrets reserved for a chosen few. They are the principles that anyone can learn and apply. The key is consistency. It's about thinking this way for a very long time, until it becomes second nature. And once you truly adopt this mindset, your relationship with money will change forever. Financial freedom stops being a distant dream, and it starts becoming an inevitable outcome. Thanks so much for watching. If this video shifted your perspective, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content that can help you change your financial future. See you in the next one.